Hello everyone, Nosy here, aka Icon7, and today, yeah, I know what you might be thinking, but apparently you get a DC penalty even if you get kicked out of a game. It happened multiple times, so yeah, I'm here right now. But yeah, in today's video I'm going to show you guys another looping tutorial. I've had a few looping tutorials before, but I decided to make a new one for you guys. If you haven't watched my other looping tutorials, the link will be down in the description. And without any more delay, let's get straight into the tutorial. So the first thing what I want to show you guys is baiting a pallet or a window, or like they say, pallet fake or a window fake. Now, to do so, you have to pay attention and look behind you so you can bait the window. So always look behind you when you are baiting a pallet or a window. Looking at the red light is very important. So it's always important to know if the killer is following you or not. As you can see right here, I saw that the killer wasn't following me because I didn't see the red light, so I stopped vaulting the window. Right here, I saw she was committing and I vaulted the window. So it's very important to look behind you. As you can see right here, the same thing here. I was looking at this booba, making him think I will vault the window, but then fake the other direction, as you can see right here. So while keeping an eye on the killer, I see that he's not double backing and I see he's going maybe for the window, but I'm pretending I'm gonna go the pallet side, making him also go all the way around, as you can see right here. Now, it's very important that you always keep an eye on the killer. As you can see, he's vaulting the window once again. I'm looking behind me, the red light is following me, so I'm vaulting the window. I'm very confident in this. I'm looking right here, he's double vaulting the window, and he's triple vaulting the window. Once again, I'm looking at the chainsaw. He's revving his chainsaw, but there is no need to vault the window or panic because I see the red light going all the way back. That means he's double backing. And as you can see right here, it all turned out like this. Now, I've said this one in my previous looping tutorial as well, and that is looping very tight. Now, looping very tight equals looping efficient. Now, looping tight is basically hugging the wall. As you can see right here, I'm hugging this loop as tight as possible so I can get the most out of it. Now, if you look at this pig is not looping it efficiently. This pig is taking so much distance. And because of that, this loop is lasting forever. I can loop this for so long because this pig is taking it way too loose and I'm hugging the wall. Look at the difference between me hugging the wall and the pig hugging the wall. If the pig was hugging the wall, then she would have caught up a lot quicker. But because she's not, I can abuse this loop and use it multiple times. I don't even know how long I looped this loop, to be honest, but like, if you loop it tightly, you will get the most out of it. Looping tightly equals efficiency. And as you see right here, if I didn't go for a fancy trick, then she wouldn't have gotten to hit me. Do not panic in a chase as well, guys. So basically, this is a lot of people ask me, why am I always so calm when I'm getting chased? Now, it's very important that you have to know, if you are calm, you will perform way better. And that is not only in video games, this is in everyday life. If you are calm, you make better decisions. Now, I'm facing this Oni right here. Oni needs a very good early game. He needs to get a hit as quick as possible to activate his power. And as you can see right here, he doesn't want to break this pallet. He wants to bloodlust it. But because I'm calm, I know what I'm doing. I know when to fake a pallet. I know when to vault it. I can already tell this killer is frustrated. And if a killer is frustrated, you can play very good mind games on a killer. Now, what I see a lot with new players or maybe less experienced players in looping is when they drop a pallet, they panic vault. They keep vaulting the pallet until they get hit and eventually go down. This is something that you should prevent doing. The thing is, always stay calm, loop, and just put yourself in the killer's mind. As you can see right here, this is a good example. The killer thinks I will panic drop this pallet right in front of me because I'm not looking behind me and I'm pretending to not look behind me. But I'm making this killer think that I'm not looking behind me because I'm gonna panic drop this. But when I reached the pallet, I waited and he committed for the chainsaw because this Billy thought I was gonna panic drop this pallet, especially during the end game, especially that I'm one of the last survivors alive still, right here on the map. This Billy is frustrated, he needs to get a kill as soon as possible, but I'm trying to stay as calm as possible and see what I can do and look around me for more possibilities. Now, as you can see right here, I'm trying to go for the window. I'm trying to fake this window, to be honest, but like the Billy knew, so I tried to locker tech him. So he waited, I did FOV tech, there you go. He panicked and he completely missed his chainsaw. Now, right here, I'm using every objective in front of me, a tree, a wall, FOV techs, everything what I can use in my advantage. Right here, I dropped the pallet. No need to panic vault the pallet. There is no need to keep panic vaulting the pallet. I just waited, the Billy double backed, I slow vaulted his window, and I made my way out to the escape. He did not know where I was. So this is the key to staying calm. So in situations like these, it's always like people like always panic, you know? But don't get me wrong, if a killer is also calm and he doesn't panic, then that's a dangerous killer. You always have to be careful because most very top percentage killers, most good killers always stay calm when they chase you. Now, connecting loops. Connecting loops is basically like connecting multiple tiles together to make a stronger loop. So what I'm about to show you here is do not use every pallet you see in front of you, especially if the killer is far away. Now, as you can see right here, I need to use this pallet, of course, because I'm getting chased. But what you're about to see is when I drop this pallet, yeah, I'm getting a little bit too greedy right here. But when I drop this pallet, there you go. I played a little bit dangerous right here, but I'm creating distance right here. So she broke the pallet. I'm creating distance. There is a pallet right here in front of me, but there is no need to use this pallet because she's so far away. If I waited on that pallet, I might be dead, to be honest, because she can just bloodlust around it or something. So I'm just creating distance. Right here I have a window. I'm gonna connect this window to this loop, and there you go. I can use another loop. I don't have to use this pallet. I can go all the way around if I want as well. But I hear the exit gates being powered and I turned out escaping. Now, the thing is, if I stayed on that pallet that I showed you guys, I might be dead because she had the power. And yeah, so sometimes it's better to continue to another pallet so you can get the most out of everything. And what I also see is, for example, people camping pallets. Like they stay and wait at a pallet until the killer comes all the way up to them, and then they drop it and the killer respects the pallet, and there you go, they are in a lot of trouble. You shouldn't camp a pallet, guys. What you have to do is loop it for as long as you can. Sometimes even taking the hit is better than dropping the pallet. So let's say, for example, you're looping a pallet. You're looping it, looping it, looping it. You see that the killer is very close. The best thing is to just take the hit and create distance to another pallet. A good example is right here. So if the plague has her power, you can actually stun her and remove her power. So I waited in front of this pallet just for, you know, pretending I'm gonna drop it to make her afraid, scared, but she just used her power and I did not drop the pallet. You shouldn't drop the pallet when you get hit. You should create distance, as you can see right here. If I would have dropped the pallet when I got hit, I would have lost so much distance and I would have probably been dead. But if you get hit, you get a sprint boost. But if you get hit and you drop the pallet, you lose a lot of your sprint boost. So it's very important to, if you get hit or you're looping a pallet and then you get hit, that you create distance. Of course, if you're injured, you shouldn't get greedy and just drop the pallet, you know, as soon as you see that the killer is getting closer and closer. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it, and I'm actually working on a juking tutorial as well on multiple ways on how to juke a killer. And if you enjoy my content and if you'd like to see more gameplay and tutorials, then feel free to like and subscribe. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Take care.